What's up, everyone? Welcome back to your favorite financial podcast, The Money Sense. Today, we're diving into a topic that's been stirring up a lot of talk lately. Kenya's new social health insurance tax deduction, aka SHIF. It's one more line item coming out of our payslips each month, which can be tough to handle, especially with the rising cost of living.
Yes, if you've noticed a smaller paycheck, you're not alone. With the cost of living already on the rise, it can feel like yet another hit. But don't worry, we're here to break it down and give you practical ways to adjust your budget without compromising your financial goals. So, let's dive in, shall we?
All right. So what exactly is this new social health insurance fund deduction, and why does it matter? Essentially, it's a mandatory contribution that goes towards strengthening Kenya's healthcare system. So, by paying it, we're essentially helping fund healthcare for everyone. But, of course, it comes out of our pockets. Wambui, please take us through how this works.
Okay, here's how it works. Depending on your salary, 2.75% is now being taken from your paycheck each month. For example, if someone's monthly salary is about Ks 100,000, they will see a deduction of Ks 2,750 for this healthcare fund. And if you're earning less or more, the amount adjusts accordingly. In short, the more you earn, the more you contribute in absolute terms.
So, what does this mean for our take-home pay? Basically, it means we'll have a bit less to work with each month. Even though it's not a huge chunk, it can add up, especially if your budget is already tight. Every shilling counts. This is precisely because there is a huge jump from what we were contributing before, which was a maximum of only Ks 1,700. Yeah, for example, let's take someone earning around Ks 80,000. After this deduction, they now have about Ks 700 less each month. Those earning more than Ks 100,000 are the ones who have been greatly affected. For instance, if you earn Ks 200,000, you are now contributing Ks 3,800 more than before. That's enough to cover a single utility bill or even a monthly subscription service. So it's noticeable.
On the plus side, there's the hope that this deduction improves our healthcare system in the long run. But the immediate effect is clear. It's a smaller paycheck.
All right, now for the part we've all been waiting for. How do we adapt? Let's get to the practical side of things. Ways to make up for that deduction without feeling too much of a squeeze. First, let's look at cutting down on non-essentials. I know it's hard, but small things add up in the long run.
Totally agree. For example, if you're subscribed to multiple streaming services, think about sticking to just one for now. Or maybe swap those takeout lunches for home-cooked meals a few times a week.
Next, you could try exploring cost-efficient alternatives for everyday essentials. You could switch to a lower-cost internet plan. Look at different mobile data bundles, like an all-in-one plan, instead of using airtime directly, or even try carpooling if you drive to work. Small changes like these can save you a few thousand shillings over time.
And if you're open to it, think about bringing in a little extra income through a side hustle. It could be as simple as freelancing, doing deliveries on the weekends, or even selling a product or service you're passionate about. A little extra income each month could really help balance out this new deduction. Even an extra Ks 5,000 a month can make a big difference.
Then, there is one that has always been my favorite money-saving hack: bulk shopping. This trick has several benefits. 1. You end up saving lots of money due to the concept of economies of scale, where the cost per unit reduces when you buy in bulk. 2. It saves you the number of trips you go to the supermarket, wholesale store, or even the food market. Did you know that there is always the tendency to do impulse buying every time you go to the stores?
Yes, that's a very simple but smart trick to cut costs. And let's not forget the importance of having an emergency fund, especially in times like these. If you haven't started one yet, it's a good time to consider it. Even small contributions can build up over time.
Now, beyond the immediate adjustments, it's also worth taking a step back and thinking about the big picture. When it comes to these types of deductions, it's easy to feel frustrated, but building a resilient financial plan is the best defense. The goal is to create a budget that works with life's surprises, whether it's a new tax, a job change, or an unexpected expense.
Also, this deduction is a good reminder to revisit your financial goals and make sure they're still realistic for where you are now. When we have a clear, adaptable plan, adjustments like this one feel less like a setback and more like a normal part of the journey.
Awesome. Thanks a lot for such a heavy dose of considerations. So there you have it. Hopefully, you feel a bit more prepared to handle the impact of this new SHIF deduction. Remember, a few small adjustments can make a big difference over time.
We would love to hear from you. What changes are you making to offset the new deduction? Or if you have any budget tips, feel free to share them with us in the comments or tag us on social media.
And be sure to tune in next week, where we'll be talking about smart saving strategies. Until then, stay financially savvy.